the Jets, always entertaining to what they do.
I think,
and Mike McKagan, my buddy from NFL Europe days with the London Monarchs, Mike needs to have a good draft. There's a lot of guys that need to have a good draft. Mike McKagan, you need to have a really good draft. You've got to figure out things, what needs to be done there with the Jets.
Is there a team in the NFL right now that has less cause for optimism than the New York Jets?
Yeah.
I think
a good point.
I think the Browns are going to come out of this draft with a quarterback. So I think the Browns have more reason to be excited about the future than the Jets right now.
And it's all about the quarterback.
Yeah.
Who's there? Josh McCown's going to be their opening week starter. And then what are you getting from Hackenberg, who you had in the second round last year?
So who's he throwing to? Who's running behind him?
No more Brandon Marshall. The offensive line's a mess.
Literally, great. You got some talent on defense, I guess, but that's not going to win you Tom Brady's division.
No, and they have to build, and that's why I think the Jets are. I think they're content taking this year off. They know they're going to be bad, and so that's why I don't think this will be a quarterback. Deshaun Watson or Mahomes.
So you're against my thought that Mike needs to have a good. You think Mike's okay there?
I think he is okay because he's not going.
There's a team that's exactly.
You're not going to make the Jets are not making the playoffs next year.
Okay.
If I'm wrong,
I think the Jets are a favorite to be picking first.
Exactly, and I think they're okay with that. I think they are ready. As Woody Johnson, the owner. I think. And it's not just Mike McCagnon's fault. Look at the roster he inherited. It's been a mess. Mike wants to do this the right way, and that means building around big-time players. And here at number 6, there are some big-time players available. You talk about the 3 secondary players,
right?
Lattimore, Hooker, and Adams. Which I'm surprised Adams was not a top 5 player.
Let's go through the needs for the New York Jets. Once again, they were 27th in pass offense. 12th running the football, 17th defending the pass, and 11th defending the run. So needs quarterback, which you don't think that they'll go that direction. Cornerback, we talked about that already with the potential of Lattimore right there.
Lattimore's still there.
Uh-oh.
Here comes the safety, free safety, strong safety for the Jets. Could be a possibility. That sets up nice for them with the safeties on the board. Wide receiver and center would be the other needs for the New York Jets.
I feel and that makes me feel like the next pick is a kid from Ohio State. That would be my guess. One or the other. You got Lattimore there. You got Hooker there.
Which one do you like better?
Real quick, tweet right now from Ian Rappaport.
Okay.
Cleveland is trying to trade for Kirk Cousins. This is real.
Okay.
Wow.
Something to watch here.
Okay, yeah, Rappaport is now talking. He's got it up there. Cleveland Browns attempting to trade for Redskins for Kirk Cousins. Okay, there's Mike McKagan. Oh, you folks can't see it because we're doing it right now. But Mike McKagan, he looks very comfortable. He's talking to Todd Bowles right there, and now he's talking to whoever he selected. He's got near 2 minutes on the clock, so it looks like they're going to hand this pick in. Okay, let's talk about that. If Garoppolo... Cleveland tried with Garoppolo. Am I correct?
Oh, yeah.
And they couldn't get it pulled off for the 12th.
Yeah.
If you're the Washington Redskins, that would give you no quarterback, but you would be in a situation where you'd have the 12th pick and the 17th pick.
I think they might wait until the 12th pick to do the trade to see what quarterback is at 12. If a Deshaun Watson or Pat Mahomes, if the quarterback they want is there at 12, then maybe they do make the move, and that way they can draft the quarterback.
Just as an aside, this is a fantastic example of why you have to cover every single base in draft prep. Because, if this is going to happen, Washington has to have a good grasp on what quarterback they would like.
Between Adams and Lattimore, if you had to go with the Jets, can you give me one? Between Adams and Lattimore.
I think corner is the bigger need. They have a strong safety in Calvin Pryor, first rounder a couple years ago, but that should not stop you from drafting Jamal Adams. I think corner is the bigger need, but Adams is the better player. So which direction do they go with? Maybe the bigger need here? It's still a good player, or maybe the better player.
I would also argue that even if Adams is better than Lattimore, cornerback is the more important position.
That's fair.
Between the two. You can't go wrong with either one.
They signed Mo Claiborne. We remember that. We've all if they think that Mo is going to be healthy.
How many?
But
games
Claiborne's
banking on him for?
It's right. Claiborne's far from reliable being a cornerback one.
40 games out of 83.
Yeah, this team didn't have much depth. But if you think about what they've got at safety too, also you said it.
You got Pryor,
Calvin Pryor. Marcus Gilchrist. Those guys Gilchrist might get cut. So, to me, things sound more dire at safety than they do at corner.
Well, and I think it's just, look, we've been talking about the Jets, how they need to turn things around. You talk about the person that Jamal Adams is, the presence that he brings, not only to the field, but to the locker room. And we go to the commission now.
Here we go, Commissioner.
With the 6th pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Jamal Adams.
Oh, there you go.
Defensive back, LSU.
I'll take 2 LSU guys in the top 10.
How about that? Go Tigers.
It was reported that the Jets told Jamal Adams when he was in there for a visit, we don't know why you're here. You're a top 5 pick. You're not going to get to us. Well, he did.
Lo and behold, there you go.
We're happy to snatch him up. And listen, again, we could make the argument all day about the bigger need and what the person that they're getting here. It's similar to the 49ers.
Right.
They just need the right kind, the talented players, of course, but the right kind of guys. And not that the Ohio State guys aren't, but you know what Jamal Adams is. I've said this before. I've interviewed thousands of players over the last decade, prospects. 2 of the best interviews I've ever done. 2 of the top 10 probably are in this draft, and one of them's Jamal Adams. So impressive. Good for him. He's going to the Jets. He bet his father that he would be drafted higher. His father was drafted 19th.
Yeah.
He won.
And Jamal Adams won that bet.
I don't know if y'all saw this during the pre-draft coverage, but they had our guy Ed Orgeron on, and he was talking.
Do you understand what Coach O was saying?
It took a little bit, but he had this great story about how Jamal Adams won them the Citrus Bowl against Louisville and the Heisman Trophy winner. Like he won it before the game even happened, just because he had everybody locked in. He kept the guys from breaking their curfew. Everybody was kind of feeding off of his business-like approach, and that's somebody told me. Recently, somebody that I know in the program was mentioning to me that, Leonard Fournette gets all the attention, but that locker room belongs to Jamal Adams. And I think that's just as big a reason why you draft him as how good he is on the field.
Well, Jamal Adams, the Hebron High School local kid. So nice to
6 picks, 3 DFW natives.
Yeah, nice to get
Not
him.
bad.
Nice to get him to the Jets, and I think you guys are absolutely right about the character stuff. I only remember when we were bad, and Darren Woodson, was a safety for us, a Pro Bowl safety, a Super Bowl winner.
Yep.
When things were bad, that's when Woody was at his absolute best, and it'll be tough for Jamal Adams. He'll get everybody's respect, though. He will by his play. They'll respect him in that locker room.
And on a team like that with that many problems, I don't think it'll take him long to establish himself.
No, not at all. Okay,
How many LSU players have been drafted?
Dose.
How many Alabama players have been drafted?
Yeah, well.
get ready. That runs.
I figured you guys would like.
I'm not poking the bear there.
I like it, but I'd rather.
You got to savor it now because
I'd rather have more points on the scoreboard in November than
maybe
during the draft.
that's why
take what you can get.
Maybe that's why we switch coaches there at LSU. All right.